Greenhouse gases are at the root of climate change, so it's very important to understand where various greenhouse gases are coming from. When it's human-made sources, you need to understand how those behave. Is it because it's deliberate? Is it because it's a product of a normal process? Is it because something broke? And each of those have different solutions. This is the actual lens cap of the satellite that was launched in June 2016 from India. This is the real thing. So GHGSat uses its own satellites to monitor greenhouse gas emissions from industrial facilities around the world. We use a technology we developed ourselves that's based on spectroscopy, so it's a way that light absorbs greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and that allows us to pinpoint where there are sources of emissions around the world. And so we then work with the operators of those sources to help them better understand, control, and reduce the emissions at those sources. There's a clear need to find emission sources and to mitigate them, to find ways of reducing the emissions or eliminate the emissions altogether. So that all starts with the operators of those sources understanding what their real emissions are. If you are an oil and gas company, for example, and you've got tens of thousands of facilities all over the world, it's actually hard to keep track of all your facilities and all of your assets to look for those leaks. And so satellites are perfect for that because it can really help you understand where your emissions are. And that's really important for operators. We also support governments, government agencies that need to better understand their inventories, so what the total emissions are in their jurisdictions, and also look at the progress on their policies. So if they want to implement a reduction in methane emissions, for example, they want to know that the policies they're putting in place are actually leading to reductions in emissions. And we're demonstrating that climate change is real, that there's real human sources for these greenhouse gases that we can fix with known technologies. And hopefully bringing all that together, now we can really make an impact.